Hello again, and welcome back to episode 2 of this RimWorld series of the uh, Blue Muffalo Raiders. Um, I did a few things set up while it was paused. I'm going to build some torch lamp here because I think we're replacing these um, flowers too quickly because of the light level. If you look down here in the light level, it's 62% here. It's just starting to be, no, it's in the evening. It's starting to go down. But if you look here, oh, no, it doesn't show it anymore. But we were below 50% light level before we built that torch there. A couple other things I'm doing is clearing up some stuff on the map, places where various animals got killed. In this place, I'm not sure um, which which one actually won this fight and which one died later. Actually, that one's dying in 7 hours, and that one's dying in 14 hours. So, yeah, I think the um, coyote technically won, but that did not end well for the coyote. Um, what the heck is Tobias doing? Herbal medicine inventory. Okay. Cooking simple meal. Okay. Let's take you for a second and prioritize plant cutting because let's pump that all the way up to 1. We want to cut a bunch of plants so we don't have to keep running around. I'm going to cut all those plants, and once we're done cutting the plants, then we'll start cooking. Except that no one has food. So, okay, maybe that... Okay. We're in a real tight spot food-wise right now, but we're getting it fixed a little bit. Speaking of getting people fixed a little bit, oh, he's getting a meal? You know, I think he'd prioritize other people. But a couple things that we can do for him. He's in alcohol withdrawal. He's. Oh, what happened to the? That's bad. I thought there was some sort of. I was trying to build a torch on that wall. Structure, no, furniture is what I'm looking for. Wall-mounted torch. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this wall-mounted torch is supposed to work, but you're not supposed to deconstruct the wall to do it. Who's our constructor? Wally. You are going to prioritize building that so this guy is not just a prisoner technically, but outside completely. What happens if we build this wall-mounted torch? It says wall-mounted torch, right? If I build that, is that gonna... Why is that destroying the wall? Okay. I thought we had a cool wall-mounted torch from a mod, but I guess not. We're just going to have to do a regular torch in here for him so he's got some light. I don't think it super matters, but we're not going to keep prioritizing and disrupting Wally's sleep schedule. We'll let him get some sleep, but we will try to put in a light there when we get a chance. In fact, this guy should not sleep on the floor now that he's got that bed. Ugh, okay, fine. Eventually, people will have nice sleep schedules, but this is still day 9 of the colony, so we are not really making that a priority. The priority are the other higher priorities. Gloric is still fairly beat up. Have we hauled any bodies there? We have, good. So that's good. We can put someone on priority cooking. We're going to turn down plant cutting and keep cooking up high. Prioritize that cooking and get some meals. In fact, these people are going to wake up and be starving and be cranky and probably eat raw food. So what we're going to do is, Tobias, I'm sorry, you do not get to sleep tonight. Once there is a stockpile of food, yeah, then you can sleep. But until then, no. the meantime, we're going to have you do a bunch of butchering and then cooking. Surprised I haven't had the background music kick in. Have I got that turned off? That was an autosave. Game volume, music volume. There we go. I don't want it super loud, but I do want some music volume. Quest available. Hunted Praetor. Relaxing socially. That's great and all, but I really need you to cook. Someone hunting something? Yeah, is it that wolf hunting something maybe? I should prioritize a place to haul meals somewhere. I don't think I have that, and I think right now those meals are just going to get put somewhere where I don't want them. So in this case, we're just going to say, stick some meals in that little spot right there. What is this spot? Oh, an art spot. Okay. Oh, yeah, we want to make a large totem, but we're going to need some more wood. We do have a fair abundance of wood on this map in general, but I do have to chop down the trees to get at them. Ooh. Oh, there was a fight right here between an Arctic fox and a raccoon. Well, we're going to continue to be scavengers for the moment. Alcohol tolerance. Where the heck did that fox get some booze? It did 2.3 days, it did 2.4 days. So the raccoon killed the fox while the fox was drunk. This is bizarre. Art patron. These are people who want to buy art. Okay. Let's make an art. We need 145. That's not enough. Oh, we've got, what's this? We got ironwood. Let's make a statue out of ironwood. Sculpture out of ironwood. Clear all. Ironwood. It says we've only got 75, but we got another stack of them there. We'll see if we can make a nice ironwood sculpture to sell to these people. If not, we'll do it another time. Oh, yeah. So I'm building a wall over here. I use this sort of circle mod where you build a starting point, and then an end point, and it plots out the circle. We're not going to do that, of course, though. That would be a bad place for that. But, and then we're also building a defensive structure here that we can hide behind and then shoot through these barricades. So I have a mod that when people path, it sort of shows where the paths are. Right now those people are creating a lot of paths and they're going to end up compacting the soil. And given that we've got growing stuff around there, we don't want to do that. So I'm going to say, trading spot. You traders are going to hang out. Where do I want you hanging out? Over here is okay. Eventually that'll be sort of in the middle of our kill box once we get that built. But in the meantime, you can hang out over there. What's Gloric doing? Hauling squirrel corpses. Let's stop doing that for a second and trade with these people to see what they have to offer. If they have anything worth us prioritizing making stuff to sell them. Chinchillas, the gold, bones, not really. If we don't manage to sell something to someone, oh, that's a new logo. Oh, it's a slave logo. Oh, we could sell this eagle guy as a slave, but they're not willing to buy that. They're looking to buy art, animals. No, well, they're selling animals, gold, some weird artifacts. But I don't think we're gonna. We might not end up selling them anything. So this is showing where the paths are. That's fading. That's coming back in. But you can see that there's a lot of travel to and from here. So that might be a good place. That is a place that's going to get worn down and compacted if they walk there enough. Since it's on stone, it will eventually turn from rough slate to smooth stone. But I'm going to turn that little overlay off for now. But you can see where my folks are walking around. Right now it's a little bit disrupted by what the traders were doing. How a whole bunch of them came. Oh, this might have been our people going over here to do stuff. Because that was before this got built. Or maybe, I don't know, I wasn't paying exactly attention to how that was getting built. But do we have a decent amount of meals now? No. Of course not. But we're getting stuff butchered. Another thing I did is I put Ro's bedroom in here because Ro is an ascetic and he has giving him an awful bedroom is a good way to get his mood boost up. It decrowds this area a bit. Can't quite get. Oh, I named one of the Muffalos Muffalo, and now we've got Muffalo Calf 1. Muffalo has given birth. We get a little baby Muffalo. I should give these Muffalo some sleeping spots. We're gonna give them some sleeping spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just so that they sleep a little bit nearer to here. I might want to store some medicine here once I get more herbal medicine. So it's near the prisoner, near the Muffalo. I've also plotted out where I'm going to build my great hall. Is he sleeping next to some lavender? Interesting. Gift. They liked us since they left some components. Those are going to deteriorate, so let's haul those in urgently. Oh, we were hauling some corpses and then... Oh, they're rotten. Okay. These rotten corpses are low priority. Some of those corpses that I set to haul, I guess we didn't haul them in time, and now they're rotten. This corpse is spoiling in half an hour. Butcher it now. Okay. Whew. That's a good amount of meat. Oh, I built this smoke pit. And we're going to smoke meat forever. But first, yeah, I know your recreation's probably really low. Ro, what are you doing? You're okay. You guys are doing recreation. I know that's what I've told you to do, but we need to cook meals. That's just what I was afraid of. Okay. We need a better place for these Muffalo calves. But in the immediate, we need to hunt I know he gave up on hunting or he might have given up on hunting the buffalo calf, but we can't be too sure. He's bleeding out in 4 hours. I'm just going to mark him to be hunted and let people go about their business. We will get him sooner or later. Hopefully he doesn't go too far. Who else is the ranged hunter? Cleaning up bedpan? Yeah, you can wait on that. There we go. Well, let's get that food taken care of. There's another Arctic coyote in there. I don't super like that. Okay. So our priorities for this episode are getting a stockpile of meals and then pemmican. Let's also make a zone for what you call it, heel root. Yeah, I know they can't quite get there yet, but let's say not to plant in this zone. We want to plant it on the rich soil once we get our medical up to, or planting up to 8, which right now 6 for Tobias. Is Tobias the one? Okay. Right now they're both doing that. Okay. Urgh. I really need another little zone. Let's keep the Muffalo calf indoors. How does that sound? So we're going to say zone. Structure, no. What the heck is it under? Miscellaneous. Pen marker. Do we want to keep him in here with a prisoner? I guess that's okay. In the meantime, let's get a hunting party. Whew, okay. Now, when I restrict this, can I change what type of animals? Allow males and females. On this animals tab, I can't really... Alright, so I guess that's a bad idea. That's not really going to work. What I need to do is wall in this whole structure here. How much stone do I have? Not a lot right now. So we're just going to have to deal with these wolves hunting, trying to hunt the Muffalo calf. Yeah, Well, I found a good way to lure in predators. Yeah, that's not good. Well, we have lived and learned. And lost a Muffalo calf. Does that give us mood penalties? No. There is a thing where you can do where you have a revered animal and you get mood penalties when they die and mood bonuses when they're around, but that also prevents you from actually farming the Muffalo for food. So that was a little bit extreme. I tried playing around a little bit with that and it didn't work out. It would have been, like, the penalties were just a little too severe. It would have been cool if, when we killed the Muffalo to eat them. Also, you get a penalty for, like, eating them. Yeah, so it was just, like, it was just too severe. It would have been cool to, like, have them be a little bit sad when they had to sacrifice a Muffalo, but get some sort of mood bonus or something out of the whole experience, but it just didn't work out. So we're smoking meat. We're going to say cook simple meals out of meat that is not human meat, not insect meat, and not smoked meat. For now, just I don't want to accidentally. I don't want to spend all the time smoking the meat and then turn it into another way that it's preserved. All right. Arctic coyote self-tamed. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is the injured one. No. Oh, it injured itself fighting a turkey. Okay. Yeah, none of those ones got away. Okay. So let's say... Let's restrict that Arctic coyote to the grazing area. And then we'll try to train it in hauling. Ideally, I'd want huskies as a good wintry. Oh, who's our doctor? Is that Tobias as well? Oh man, Tobias, you're trying to just got tons of stuff to do here. Is this okay? He's in no immediate danger, but I do want you to practice without medicine tending to this coyote. Okay, good. His eye has got a painful turkey beak scar. Eventually it'll sort of lose track of the turkey has nipped the Arctic coyote in the left eye, and it'll just say bite scar itchy. But for a while, it'll still track, what actually caused it. Quest expires in a little while. We're not going to do any royalty stuff. We're living in a very simple life. No, we're going to keep cooking. Okay, so we finished smoking all the meat. We still got all those. Okay, Tobias, we want you to train plants, so we're gonna leave you alone after you finish this little batch, and we'll wake Ro up and have Ro work on the cooking. Yeah. It's tough, because I really want a full-time cook, and I don't really have that. I've got 2 part-time cooks who are also trying to do planting. I figured I wasn't going to be doing too much planting, but I think I'm wrong. I think I'm very wrong about that. At least for now. So, Ro, I want you to butcher these aminals. And then we'll do some more cooking. Okay, we've got a stack of 5 meals. That's not going to immediately disappear. Watch as it immediately disappears. We still got a little... okay, fine. This was in 2.8 days. Okay, so we got a little bit of time to work on those. Okay, you're already cooking there. That's fine. So you keep butchering if Tobias is cooking there. Tobias, though, I'm going to turn down your cooking to below... I'm going to turn up your growing and plant cutting. That's what I'll do. So I'll turn those up to 3, and then I can leave those on 3. Crisis of the Leaf Eagle. Oh, okay, so where the heck is he? Oh, there he is. He sort of blended in with his head backwards and stuff like that. Does he have a weird checkerboard? Oh, because he's got his jester's costume. So, there are a couple of things. Oh wait, Crisis. I haven't even done anything with him. So there's a couple things you can do with prisoners. In RimWorld before you could, before ideology, you could recruit or reduce resistance. The resistance level has to drop down to 0 before you can then actually attempt to recruit. So if you just want to practice social, you can reduce resistance and bring their resistance down. You can there's a new will stat that has to be reduced to 0 before you can enslave somebody, and then now there's also a convert mechanic. So this is his sort of faith in his religious belief. If you look at my guys, it's all going to be really high because it goes up when their mood is high. Oh, I guess Wally's mood hasn't been super high. Oh yeah, he's the tortured artist. So his belief is going super low. What I want to do, I'd like to get him to join us, but before I do so, okay, so he's actually happy because he also likes totemic surroundings, which include this table and chair. That's cool. I've had cannibals captured before, and they get very upset when we had catharsis. Did he have some sort of minor break? Is this crisis of belief giving him a catharsis? So what I want to do, he needs a restroom. What I want to do is convert him first, so he'll become a Blue Muffalo worshiper, and then not only will he get some of these mood bonuses, maybe not the wearing Muffalo headdress. Oh, we don't have a Muffalo shaman. Okay, we need to appoint someone. Not only will he get some of those mood bonuses, but when he joins us, he won't be disruptive and start spreading his false religion. Okay, we haven't even built I tried to build a bamboo torch lamp. That's why that hasn't worked. So we're going to say furniture, torch lamp. There we go. And then we're also going to hygiene. We'll put in a wash tub and a I don't really want to build that out of wood if I don't have to. I like to build it out of something a little bit more stable, which we've got some limestone. Just because wood is flammable, and sometimes these people go on a rampage and will try to break stuff. The torch I can't really do much about, but what we can do something about is make sure that this wash tub is not flammable and slightly stronger. Limestone latrine. Let's stick that in the corner over here, just so he's less likely to have people see him while he's pooping. In fact, we could even put a stall door on here. Again, probably not wooden. Okay, so that light in there won't make it any less awful, but it will allow us to grow some flowers. We are going to grow some dandelions here. I don't like storing this stuff in here because this guy could pick up a wooden stick or whatever to arm himself with. So I'd kind of like to fix that, but this guy's needs should be a little better taken care of. Ready apparel, off the prison cell, unsightly environment, serious pain, alcohol withdrawal. Maybe I should have kept the room really crappy just to break him faster of his religion, but that's a little bit. I mean, right now it's going up a little bit by 1.6% today due to his mood being high, or above 20%, I guess. Training Arctic Coyote. Okay, that's a good use of your time, but let's prioritize cooking. Because right now we've got no meals, and when people wake up, there's going to be a demand for like 5 meals. So, Tobias, how is your plant skill doing? 6. Halfway to 7. Once we get to 8, then we can start planting heel root, which would be really, really nice. Speaking of which, I think there was some heel root here. Yep, that is ready to harvest. I looked at it before, and I think it was this one was not. Ah, now they all are. Cool. Okay. Some meat and milk, that's good. Is anybody still getting the penalties for not eating meat? Oh, we need a Muffalo shaman. I think Tobias is who I want to have be the Muffalo shaman. Problem is, appointing one gives... So right now, everybody's got very low expectations. Appointing Tobias as the Muffalo shaman will increase his expectations. Like, he'll expect to be, you know, have maybe his own room and not sleep in a decent barracks. Died from being unharvested. Okay, we need to harvest that stuff. So this is not super important. This is the dye that'll let us dye our clothing to cool colors. So maybe that dye should also go in the rich soil. Let's do it. We can't. It's going to be a while before we can plant the heel root anyway. So we'll plant some dye in that rich soil. The problem is the dye died because it waited too long to get harvested. This stuff is ready to harvest. I don't know why Tobias stopped harvesting. But we're trying to get your plants up. We'll let you do the cooking here. Did everybody claim all those meals already? Now, I think the meals are disappearing so fast partially because people are now storing them to their inventory. So let me check that. Yeah, you're storing some pemmican to your inventory. You're storing a meal to your inventory. Meal and pemmican. Oh, meal and raw meat. Oh, you were doing training animals. Okay. Meals and pemmican. Okay. Critical. Let's rename this meals just so we remember what's there. We've got a decent amount of leather now. Let's make some beds so people aren't sleeping on the floor. Production furniture. Fur bed. Plain leather fur beds. How are we doing here? Oh yeah, I prioritized him cutting over sewing. No, I did not. He should be sewing. Okay, he is sewing now, finally. Okay, doing one of those and then running back home is not ideal. But I guess none of these other ones are ready to harvest. Okay, fine. Conversion. This man here is now a follower of the Blue Muffalo. Well, oh, he doesn't like that the leader of his faction is not his religion. Interesting. Well, we're going to try to reduce resistance on him. We don't want to recruit him until his alcohol withdrawal goes away, just because I don't want him running around loose when he's got that going on. Oh, sorry, I've got a dog barking in the background. Yeah, it is noticeable. I don't know what's going on out there, but he's probably not going to stop unless I do something about that. I'm gonna pause a second here. Okay, no clue what Mather was barking about. Whoops. Yeah, okay. Where was I? Okay, yeah, so this room has gotten less impressive now that it's cluttered with a bunch of junk. Let's look at the beauty overlay. 8 beauty from all those plants, -1 from all places where the plants aren't planted. Oh, maybe that's the bigger contributor of that. Oh, that's an in-game pet barking. I don't have any other real food for him, so I could get him some kibble by... I was going to put plant scraps in here. That'll clear up a few piles of stuff here. I'm getting really close to getting basic research benches. That'll give us a butcher table, which is give us better meat yields, which is super important. Simple research bench is also nice because that'll let us research faster, but the butcher table is the most important thing. After that, I think I'm going to go for complex clothing would give us better clothing, and we're going to need that come winter. Complex furniture is going to give us a lot more storage options and other stuff like that. I think complex clothing is more important, given that the growing season ends. So each month only has 15 days. So in 2 days, it's going to be the end of the growing season. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, what's the temperature? It's 5 degrees. It's just barely over freezing. So in that case, I should probably just, cut every growing thing that I can that's not going to survive the winter. I want to cut plants that are not trees. Can it do that? No, it's just going to cut all the trees too. Alright, well, I'm going to rely on these animals to eat the stuff in here, but I do want to cut these trees anyway. Maybe that's why my guys weren't sowing stuff, because it just wasn't warm enough to. Although we haven't had any, I haven't seen any plants dying from cold. What is it? Is this a tree? Poplar tree, yeah, so I don't want to cut that. But yeah, I'm going to try to cut all of this stuff here. I actually do kind of want to cut those trees. I do want to cut some trees because I'm going to need some wood, but... Okay, cool. Let's go to the research screen and say, let's get some complex clothing because we're going to need it to survive. Cotton plants are not quite finished growing. It'll suck if I can't get those in. Psychoid plants also... I don't think I had a full growing season. I don't think I fully appreciated that. Tobias... Oh, his skill went up to 7. That's good. That's what we wanted. Let's stop sowing that section for now, because I don't think that's going to do any good. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to get a full growing season to... Where am I putting all this tinctura? Do I have it in storage? Does it put it in here because it's... Oh, it puts the dye in here? That's really weird. We've got some pemmican. I want to make another storage thing. I want to keep my pemmican separate just so I can have a better idea of how much actually, like, prepared food I have. Okay. Oh, is this cherry? 49% grown. Okay. Um. Also, I do want to hunt those caribou. And these moose. I don't know why. Oh, because Roe's doing it and he's just hasn't had a chance. Yeah, the moose are probably better because they aren't going to attack back. And then these ibex does. When we get a chance, we want to hunt those. But Roe is mostly doing cooking, so... I'm going to turn up his hunting to priority 2 so that he'll do the hunting first and then cooking. Right now I've got 91 pemmican, which is enough for like a couple of meals. Well, that's not a lot. Smoked meat, rice, and milk. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stop training this fox. It would be nice to have a trained fox, but it's taking up a lot of resources in terms of meat and food, and it's also taking up a lot of time. In fact, I think we're going to have to cut our losses and harvest this fox for food. Right now, it's too much food to maintain. It's too long before it'll be a productive hauling member of the community. And right now, I would much rather have the short-term food gain than the long-term food expense. We don't have a lot of hauling work that needs to get done either. Like, we haven't even had time to cut stone blocks. Which may indicate that there is hauling work to be done. Come to think of it, because the hauling work gets done after that. Yeah, I don't know. The fox is not worth it right now. I should have just killed it for food when I got it, but oh, okay. So we got some people that have excellent beds. That's great. What's this hospital bed? Oh, that's excellent. Okay. This guy. Yeah, we can give him an excellent bed. But who's got the worst mood? Tobias? Roe's okay. Gloric's mood looks a little bit lower. So yeah, we're gonna say Gloric, you get that bed. Tobias, you get that bed, and you guys are just gonna get out of bed anyway, so. And you're just gonna get reassigned beds when I move these, aren't you? That's okay, I guess. Okay. No, crisis of belief. We know about that. Quest available temporary workers. I probably can't feed them. Oh, he wants us to lend them workers? Oh, you're funny. Mad Otter. How the heck is he gonna... Oh, okay. Because that's closed off. Oh, and a raid. That's interesting. Well, maybe we can solve one problem with another. Maybe not, but maybe we can. How close? So there's a red dot there. That's the otter. And then there's a red dot here. That's that person. When the otter's getting closer, which he is, we're gonna go inside. Oh, you're in a bad spot out there, buddy. Although there's some nice fresh animals for you to haul in over here. we're gonna move you down to there. Tobias, we're gonna move you in here. And Wally, you're already inside researching. That's fine. Okay. So here comes that otter. That otter's gonna hang around here. We are gonna disallow this door. You guys can do what you want in here. Yeah, planting, that's good. Ro, you're hanging out right there. That's fine. Where is the other person who's attacking us? Ah, here they come. Right towards that man-hunting otter. Cool. Alright. Ro, feel free to come through that door anytime now. Yeah, fight, fight, fight. Stabbed with a knife. Scratched a bunch of places, likely to die in 8 hours, likely to die in 24 hours. Okay, now the otter's likely to die in 11 hours, and it's getting shot at. Oh yeah, that worked out well. Oh, this person's still alive? Trigger happy, hygienic, bisexual. Can I afford to feed another person? They're probably going to die in 4 hours anyway. Let us capture them and try treating them. Without medicine to gain some medical experience, we can now allow this door. Tobias, you're making bulk pemmican. That's great, but I want you to, prioritize tending this person, but without medicine. Dying in 4 hours. Dying in 3 hours. Looks like we're going to stabilize them. Is this person actually going to be better than the other guy? Because the other guy, with his cirrhosis... Oh, the alcohol addiction. It's tough to tell. With the cirrhosis, he gets part efficient, moving minus 10%. His liver's less efficient. This person's just got a bleeding scar. Trigger happy, hygienic, bisexual, can't do social, crafting, and art. Construction mine. I don't really need the mining. Having someone else capable of medical might be okay, but right now I'm just trying to prioritize training one person in medical. Trigger happy, hygienic. That person's much younger, 18 versus 60. Yeah, I think we might keep Orange and release Eagle. Although right now we've already... Yeah. Medical emergency. Oh, blood loss extreme. Okay. Oh, 64%. That's still survivable. Tobias is getting a bunch of skill, I hope. Yeah. We'll keep them both unless we have a hard time. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, we get tons of food here. That's great. Before you hunt more stuff, let's prioritize butchering what we got. In fact, let us deprioritize hunting those ibex does. And, oh, there's more moose coming on the map. Okay. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. I mean, we're barely having enough food to survive here, but I mean, it's tough. We're in a tough spot. Okay, stop butchering and begin cooking. Once I can get Tobias to 8 plants, then we can plant heal root, and I can deprioritize him working on plants. But right now we've got a decent amount of it's not a great amount of heal root. Yeah, we shouldn't be storing dye in here. It's under raw resources, plant matter. Raw resources, plant matter. Yeah, we shouldn't be storing dye, hops, coffee beans, any of this crap. I guess we can store that stuff. But what we want to store in here is the pemmican. We want that important for pemmican. We want to clear pemmican out of here. I want this thing close to the fire to be food we're actually cooking with. Still need a few more beds. How's people's moods and little moodlets, these things are called, which is kind of cute. Ravenously hungry, yeah, okay, you're fixing that. No Muffalo shaman, we'll work on that maybe. Disturbed sleep, impressive barracks. Disturbed sleep, rebuffed. But we're getting Muffalo headdress, uniform thoughts, Muffalo style surroundings, somewhat impressive rec room and dining room, comfortable, spacious interior, initial hope. Recreation fully satisfied, that's good. Very low expectations. What do you got that's similar or different? No mood bonuses for the room. Maybe because you haven't woken up yet and it just faded already. Ravenously hungry. Alright, let's wake you up and... you should get an impressive dining room buff. Yeah, okay. Malnourished. Oh, and tired. Okay. Stop what you're doing, eat a meal, and go to bed. You're grimy and salt. Yeah, okay. Recreation deprived, tired. Yeah, I worked pretty hard, Ro, but we kind of needed that. Okay. Okay. That's the end of the growing season. But we are... It's the end of the growing season, but we're going to get all of this cotton or dye trying. We should get all the dye or dye trying. We're going to get rid of this zone and expand this hay grass zone. Should have grown more hay. Hay has a lot of uses for in terms of floors and some clothing options and some other production options that are helpful for a colony. You produce much more food from hay than you do from anything else, except it's only food for animals, but I mean, ideally we're going to want to be having lots of animals. Any other animals pregnant? Muffalo is pregnant again. Muffalo is the only female. Ugh. That's interesting. It's going to be tougher to grow our colony. I didn't even check to see if that other... okay, so now this turkey is outside. It's frozen. It won't spoil. So that's kind of nice. There's no pressure to butcher those right away. We could even store the meat outside. We could store raw meat outside as a lure for animals. It's not actually really producing any plant scraps, is it? Alright, probably not worth the effort to do so. But actually, it's good experience for him, so might as well. Experience is, speaking of which, is halfway to 8. Now, I think the heal root can actually survive freezing temperatures for a little while. Or, I mean, for longer than non... like all those plants are dying of cold. It's going to point out a whole bunch of different individual plants that I really don't care about, but it'll do it all at once and then they'll all go away. Orange. Why don't we convert you? Just because what I really want is someone who's good with animals. It's neither of you. More shooters are good. Like 3 melee people would let us form like the front of like a 9x9 block, and then having the rest be fall has officially begun. I think that cold snap kind of kicked it off a little bit early, but not much early. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, playing Hoopstone? You were pretty recreation deprived for a while. Numbing cold. Okay. What can I do about that? Unfinished bone armor. Making some bone armor is okay. I should give that to the melee people first, though. So Ergo and Tobias. But I do need to create some sort of better clothing. Which, okay, I'm working on. Probably gonna have to manage some temperature issues coming up pretty soon. But I think with the interruption, I think I'm at my hour. It's nighttime. It's a good place to stop. We've got, except the fact that we don't have any freaking meals for the morning, unless everyone's got a meal on hand. Gear, nope, no meal. One for you. Some smoked meat. Well, yeah, Tobias, you're gonna wake up at 3 a.m. and start cooking more meals. Oh, Eagle's not even very certain of the Blue Muffalo tribe, huh? Because his mood's so low. Alright. It might be time to get a Muffalo shaman, but we'll see. We're going to call it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.